y'all shit, man, and we back with another one. I told y'all, man, you feel me? We ramping up on their ass today. We going back to back to back. But today, chat, we got that boy, King Bizzle, King Von. They got new information about the King Von case, chat, and I'm here for it, bro, you feel me? I want to see what's going on. This new evidence, bro, you feel me? They already let little Timmy, whatever his name is, they already let him out, so I don't know what more evidence they could, you know what I'm saying, potentially have, but they already let Buddy go, so Buddy ain't going to be in this little segment, I don't think, you see what I'm saying? But let's get into it. Let's see what this new evidence they got on that boy, King Von.
3 people shooting was rapper King Von from Chicago, who was here last night with friends, where a total of 6 people were. One of them, a rapper Davon Bennett, who goes by the stage name King Von.
Over here, brother. Yo, you better watch out. Hey, come on, chill.
The police records that were filed in King Von's passing case were now released today. As police got told by a nurse at the hospital, King Von was brought back to life. He made it through 2 surgeries, but then got startled when the nurse walked into the room when King Von was looking around for his firearm.
And Von made it through 2 surgeries. He had 3 surgeries ago. He made it through 2 surgeries. And then after the second surgery, he hopped off the bed and started fighting the nurse and said where his gun at. And he went and he died because he went into shock. So he was making 2 surgeries. How hours later, Kayla know, talking about he fought the nurse. She the one told me that. His mama didn't even know that. How you knowing what's going on inside the hospital?
Because she was there at the hospital.
But what's even more concerning is the police believe that King Von got backdoored by one of his own. King Von had paid bodyguards who were supposed to protect him on this night. According to police records, at the time of the altercation, on surveillance, all of his bodyguards went sprinting in the opposite direction of King Von.
His security guard let him walk. You get paid he get paid to protect. How the you let him walk over and fight? You ain't supposed to let him fight. He ain't supposed to be touching nobody. Security guard, if anything, you make sure Quando them leave. Whoever else they was with, you make sure they leave. How you let him walk over somebody that's the reason y'all here, the reason everybody in this parking lot here, because this man right here making the money and y'all his entourage. But that security guard, it's something fishy with him. That's why he deleted his Instagram. I definitely feel like it's foul play. I don't know where it's coming from, but I definitely feel like it's some weird shit going on.
As even the police body cam footage shows King Von's friends, but not one single bodyguard at the area. As the police even pieced together an interview from Quando Rondo, where he gave his explanation on the truth behind King Von's passing. But later in the interview, the police would also find Quando speaking further about when he was on the ground with King Von on top of him, and even what King Von told Quando Rondo right in the middle of the altercation. But to understand it all, we first need to review the police file on King Von's passing, as the detail they gave is unbelievable. It reads, on November 5th, 2020, King Von and his crew headed to a club in Atlanta for his album's release party. This album was...
Hey, chat, I'm just wondering, right? All these blickies and guns these young motherfuckers be having in the videos and shit, bro, and y'all out of town with 2 security guards and ain't nobody got a pipe on them? Nobody.
None other than Welcome to O Block. The night was supposed to be a massive celebration of the life and success of King Von, but nobody knew that it would be so short-lived. King Von had many enemies. Growing up in a dangerous place like O Block, he knew the risks of being caught out in public. So when rolling out to the club, King Von's crew consisted of 20 to 25 members spread across 8 vehicles that all went to the party. Even Von's manager 100K Track spoke on the record of the extreme measures King Von took regarding security.
I travel with one security that moves with Von, and he traveled with 2 more security. You know what I'm saying? Von traveled in a proof truck, and not only that, his guys are security, man. He travels with 10 to 15 guys daily. They protect and love Von more than any security would. We're like, I think we're about 8-10 cars deep, 20-25 on entourage.
During the party, everything was going great. This was suddenly until somebody started texting King Von's phone. As at around 2:30 a.m., when King Von and his entourage began exiting the club, King Von received a phone call. He would walk away from the rest of the group, go on the phone for roughly 5 minutes, and then return with everyone else. Everyone made a plan in the parking lot to go back to the Airbnb for the night, but King Von changed his plans last minute.
Everybody everybody mind leaving the club is that we're going to the hotel and the Airbnb because that's normal routine. The club he went to, the after hours wasn't getting paid for. I didn't have no acknowledgement of. His team didn't have no acknowledgement of. That was a complete Von decision.
With the entire crew heading back to the Airbnb, King Von would tell his driver to go to another club known as the Monaco Lounge. This would be the first decision of many that led to the end of King Von, as he was told to come meet up with the person that he was texting for the last hour.
So everybody else that was with us driving to the Airbnb, and Von literally went to the venue by himself. We got a call later from people in the car, like, hey bro, we here by, matter of fact, I think from his DJ was like, hey bro, we here by ourselves, like, where you guys at? And everybody rerouted to that venue.
Inside King Von's Escalade was him, one driver, and a security guard. However, the security only let the rest of the team know the plans had changed once they arrived at Monaco. So when the rest of the team found out, they all hopped back in their vehicles and began speeding over to the new club. Once Von's manager got to Monaco, he knew something was off about King Von. He wasn't acting like the upbeat guy that he usually is. Instead, he had his hood up, sitting in the corner of his Escalade, texting someone back and forth. But Von's crew were ready to enter the club. They didn't know anything about King Von acting strange. They just wanted to continue partying. Meanwhile, King Von sat in the truck for 30 minutes.
For some reason, Von wasn't himself. This man is like, I promise you, the best artist I ever moved in my life. For some reason that night, it was off. Like, he stayed in the car for like 30-35 minutes.
This is when his manager hopped in the Escalade to check on King Von. He got King Von to agree to go into the lounge, but due to Monaco's club rules, Von's crew have to leave their firearms in their cars. So at first, they sent the security in to go check around the club, make sure everything was safe before letting Von enter.
I went to the car he was in. I was like, yo, Von. Went inside the passenger seat. I'm like, yo, Von, bro, what's going on? Like, everybody here waiting, let's go. He was like, all right, let's go. We're telling security, hey, it's time to go in now. Von's ready. You know what I'm saying? We've been here too long. Let's go inside the club. They check the venue, go inside, check the outside, make sure there's no...
While the paid security guards are on the inside checking around, the real danger was actually outside in the parking lot. This is because Quando Rondo was in a car with a couple of his own team members, which is when everything clicked on who King Von was talking to back and forth. One of Von's security members ended up checking around the parking lot, checking car to car to see who was there or if anyone was trying to watch them, and he spotted Quando Rondo standing beside his white vehicle. He would quickly run over to King Von, not knowing the two have a current beef going on, where he would tell King Von, did you know Quando Rondo was here?
Now, right before we go inside the club, one of his homeboys, he came to the car and said, hey, so-and-so's here. And Von just jumped up like, oh, come on, let's go.
King Von reacted instantly, jumping out of the truck, looking to confront Quando. Von's team was trying to get him to chill out and not start a scene. This was the fastest King Von moved all night, but this didn't stop him. King Von went around the front of the white vehicle, saw Quando Rondo, locked in eye contact, and began immediately swinging at him.
He jumped out the car. By the time Von jumped out the car, I don't even think he knew where so-and-so was. He just jumped out the car. He bumped into so-and-so. As soon as he bumped into so-and-so, started brawling.
The two would be going at it for roughly 30 seconds. This was until Quando's best friend Lil Tim came out of the back side of the white car with his firearm and used it towards King Von. While using it towards King Von, Von's manager would also get hit once in the leg. But some of Von's members were still strapped. They instantly retaliated on Lil Tim, making him fall to the ground only a few feet away. But with the noise of clips going off in the area, there was two off-duty officers working security just down the street. One on-duty officer would pull up to the scene from the opposite direction, and on the count of 3 with their walkie-talkies, they would unleash multiple rounds into the area, where sadly one of King Von's members passed away. During this, King Von was still lying right in the middle of the street with Quando. Some believe online Quando was trying to snatch King Von's chain before fleeing the area. 100K Track believes King Von was holding Quando there to shield himself, but the police have it on record that Von was in fact using Quando as a shield.
And was he trying to take Von's chain or?
Honest truth, I don't think V-Roy had no jewelry on, and from the people that was a little bit closer, Von was actually holding onto him like, man, you ain't going nowhere. Like, you here, like, even through getting he's that strong. Like he was literally holding him.
Now, once the scene relaxed a bit and everyone stopped using their firearms, the race to save King Von's life was then on. His closest friend Muwap actually ran right into the middle of the street and hit Quando right away from Von. Quando and his team then left the scene, including Lil Tim. They all jumped back in their white car and began heading to the hospital. Meanwhile, Von's crew helped him get up and get into their own getaway car to also go to the exact same hospital, where police have it on record with street cameras. At one point, King Von's car and Quando's were actually beside each other on the road. Now, despite being hit 4 times, Von was conscious the entire time, where members that were with Von inside of the car spoke out, saying Von tried to keep everyone in good spirits and assured everyone it would be okay.
When he was in the car, I myself wasn't there. The gentleman that was in the car with him was panicking, and Von was the one that was like, hey, calm down, slow down, chill, I'm gonna be good, just get me to the hospital. And honest truth, we all thought that the way he was carrying himself, from that incident, from what I was told from the people in the car, that he would have been fine.
Then after arriving at the hospital, King Von was rushed into the operating room, making it through 2 surgeries, but then sadly passed after being startled by a nurse at the hospital when he was looking around for his firearm. But here's something very strange. King Von, looking for a firearm that he never had, was evidence that only came out recently. But 2 years ago, Boosie did an interview saying Von never had a firearm.
I mean, like you said, the King Von situation, like there was absolutely no reason for Von to be rolling around with that dude. Like, there was no, especially since he had security, like, you know, someone should have jumped in. It should never even.
King Von,
I almost feel like, but I almost feel like if you have real security,
all of them is supposed blast. I feel like they would have been more ready in Chicago.
Sad, man, sad. I mean, the whole King Von thing is really kind of hanging
me up,
over everyone right now.
That f me up, bro. Cause I like King Von.
Which made people start believing that Von's own team members were spreading around the news that he never had a firearm on him. As the news of King Von passing would then quickly hit news headlines,
this made national headlines as officials confirmed one of the 3 people was rapper King Von from Chicago, who was here last night with friends.
2 groups of individuals got into a physical altercation. That physical altercation escalated into an exchange of guns.
Where immediately everyone began spamming Quando and Lil Tim's Instagrams, asking what happened, as everyone knew they were responsible. So Quando would do his first interview sharing,
whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out or whatever. Like that could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
To even Lil Tim, the man that actually did the crime towards King Von, he spoke out sharing,
like, shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, yeah, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying f him like that, cause I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
As Lil Tim survived his injuries at the hospital, but the following day later, for what he did to King Von, he would be arrested and charged with the crime. Lil Tim went through multiple bond hearings where he was denied every time, but then in March 2021, he would receive a $100,000 bond that would be paid by Quando Rondo. Since then, the charges against him were dropped, as confirmed by his attorney in August 2023, which reads, the case against Mr. Leaks, aka Lil Tim, was dismissed before ever being indicted. But this is only half of the story, because of what happened next resulted in one of the biggest cases in rap history, as Von's best friends Lil Durk and members of O Block, they had to do something about this. They wouldn't just let them off for what they did. So in the following months, we would hear of a big time hit against Quando's crew.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper. a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
As a result, one of Quando's closest friends, Lil Pab, was then taken out during the hit. News footage captured the moment that Quando found out. He experienced the same pain that Lil Durk did when Von passed.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
Not long after, Lil Durk would claim to be behind the hit, as on the diss track he would rap, "They like Durk, he a singer, he won't do some. You can believe whatever you want, I got your folks hit," even mentioning how Quando screamed after finding out his best friend sadly passed. As on Durk's feature on Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy, he raps, "Look on the news, see your son screaming no, no," as on the news, Quando was screaming,
This man,
This would result in Lil Durk being arrested for retaliation. The evidence file were released, as we now know who snitched on Durk. It was written, the new Lil Ted body cam footage of him begging to snitch against Durk and OTF members have changed his case. Durk's lawyers submitted paperwork for an extended time on their bond proposal, raising the question of, what did Lil Ted say to the feds? Now, Ted is also known as OTF DD's younger brother. DD is Durk's main guy. Anything he needs street related, he goes to OTF DD. So when Lil Ted was picked up by police at a local convenience store, he would be quickly arrested because he had a firearm in his jeans pocket.
Really? Dude had a. What about that? A man had a with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
As at this moment, Ted was then driven to the police station, but before even getting inside, he had tears coming down his face. He would tell the police, "I swear I'll tell y'all about the passings," hoping not to be placed into jail, but he was already too late for him.
Come on.
I know he ain't crying for real.
Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Everything. I swear to God, I tell you, I'll be please, I swear, please.
Being placed into the waiting cell, Lil Ted was seen crying his eyes out, wanting nothing more to just snitch on everything he knows and go home.
Wait, hold on, you gotta relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? 7 what you saying, man? We're gonna see what we can do for you, alright? We're gonna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a bus to prison. Relax.
Oh, y'all already know what's happening to him as soon as he touched down.
No, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
As with OTF DD being his older brother, when there was news of someone snitching with their last name in the court paperwork, because you need to remember, on court paperwork, all it says is a last name, no first name, which is why everyone believed that it was OTF DD that snitched on Lil Durk. This resulted in OTF Bezu having to hop on IG Live to explain the situation.
No motherfucker know what's going on, but them people that's in them courtrooms, man. For real. Them be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what the be going on for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird as hell. That's what I be talking about, man. Like, first y'all threw the jams rumors out there. Now y'all talking about Vonnie a snitch, gang. A snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on for real. On my kids, y'all really just be running. And that's why I don't participate in nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because of you motherfuckers, y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
But like the video if you're a fan of King Von, and do you believe Lil Durk did right by King Von for sliding on Quando's team? Comment down below.
Damn. That's crazy, chat. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Now I definitely gotta go check out who this little TDE Lil Ted motherfucker is, cause yo. Hey, do y'all think Durk getting up out of that, bro? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy work. Damn.